First of all, sorry, I'm French, so that's why I have this kind of accent. But anyway, if there is something that you don't understand, feel free to let me know. I will explain it my best. So what we are talking about now, it's the electrochlorination process as an eco-friendly and safer way to disinfect swimming pool waters. I wanted to make something very easy, understandable for you guys to be aware of what it will bring to you and what you can do exactly, what could be the good message for the end user, and how it could ease your life. So first of all, let's talk about me and my company to have a better understanding who we are. So first of all, myself. I am a material science PhD. I've been in the water treatment business over 20 years, European-wise. I am a chemical engineer. I've been a water treatment product manager, a chief product officer, always on the water treatment part, in the pool business, in the drinking water business, and in a wastewater business. Also, I am deeply involved in a European standardization meeting because I am the convener of the European meeting, which is writing the standards on drinking water, swimming pool water treatment. And in France, as I'm French, sorry to say that again, I am the president of the Sustainable Committee held by the Federation of Pool Professionals. My company, it's a French company created 20 years ago, specialized in pool wellness and water sport. We are a key player on pool equipment, and we distribute our products in 50 countries, including UK. Lucky you. So, let's talk a bit more about the importance of treatment. We all agree that any pool must be treated. But first focus before talking a bit deep more about electrochlorination is really to understand the percentage of each part. Means most important way is the filtration. 80% of the treatment is made by filtration. So that means 80% of any problems you could face in a pool, first it's filtration. If the pump has a good flow, tailored to the volume of the pool, if the filter has enough contact surface to be sure that any impurities, anything will be stuck there, and also if the duration of the filtration during the day is good enough. If that is okay, then we go on step 2 on the water balance. Water balance is 40% of the treatment. By water balance, you know, guys, it will be total alkalinity, total hardness, pH, and all together has to be tailored to the pool need, to the user needs. And for that, you have many tools, many equipment to adjust all of this. Once those 94% are made, we can go to disinfection. So all of the shock treatment, all of the chlorine that you could use, bromine, active oxygen, whatever, will bring only 4% of efficiency. So that's why some pools will be very complicated to manage because the base is not here. And any complementary range that you could see here on the show today will bring only 2%. So having that in mind, now we will focus only on 4% of the treatment. So focus on the disinfection. What are we looking for? What is a good disinfectant? So first of all, you need to have efficiency and long lasting. So it has to stay, it has to destroy everything. It must be easy to measure, so not complicated for you, for the end user. It must be easy to adjust. So we don't have to be rocket science to adjust it. It has to be easy to handle, and also it has to have a decent price. If not, no one will purchase it. And so, in front of that, as you will use chemicals, you have regulations. Sorry to be French and say that it's a pain in the ass for you, but that's the case. Because you will have the biocide products regulation, you can't use anything to treat a pool. You have to store chemicals. You can't store as much as you would like, and you have to transport them. It's the same. You have restriction. You can't put anything in the truck. So, knowing that, what is the best chemical options? To me, it's active chlorine. So this molecule, ClOH, will bring you a lot of things. It's very efficient because in less than 1 minute, you will kill any kind of bacteria. So that means it's safe to swim when you have active chlorine in a pool. It's long-lasting. You have some stabilizer compounds that will keep the chlorine in a long time in the water. It's easy to measure. Just go everywhere on the booth and you will see test strips, you will see electronics, many things to have this good knowledge of what's the amount in a pool. It's very easy to adjust. Some tab, some powder, some granules, and you increase the rate. It's easy to handle. You have it in solid form, liquid form, powder, granular form, and you have a decent price. So it's affordable for the end user. So what kind of products would be in front of you? You have isocyanates, calcium hypochlorite, sodium hypochlorite, and electrochlorinator with any kind of chloride salt. Sodium, magnesium, potassium, whatever. From the moment that next to it you have chloride, it will generate active chlorine in the pool. You know that any products, any of them are perfect. None of them, sorry, not any, none of them are perfect. The same as human beings. They all have pros and cons. And yeah, and once you know it, you will manage and recommend one or the other. So first one, more popular, is isocyanurates. What is good with this product is that you could go up to 90% of active chlorine in it, in a tab. So it's really greatly concentrated. Then it has a low pH, so that's good. Because in a pool, normally the pH is rising up. So step by step as it dissolves, it will bring down the pH. Less job for you guys. It's long-lasting because it contains stabilizer. It's very slow dissolving, so in any feeders, it's really good. But, there is always a but, you will have water saturation because of the stabilizer. It's very harmful, and it's an oxidizer, so not good to transport and to store. You have a specific regulation, so on transport and storage, you can't do really what you want. And this year, you will have a huge price increase linked to importation tax. Second one, Cal-Hypo. Usually, it's a red top on the bottom, on the drum, sorry. It will contain up to 73% of active chlorine. It has a high pH and contain calcium, so it's really good when you have soft water. It will bring some minerals. There is no stabilizer in it, so thanks to that, you will not have a saturated water, and it's very fast dissolving. So it's good for feeders, so piloted feeders, or for shock treatment. But it don't stay long in the pool. In the pool water, it's few hours max. It's very harmful. It's an oxidizer, so same, you have storage and transport limitation, and also a price increase because it's chemicals. Sodium hypo, bleach, liquid chlorine. What is really good is that it's ready to use, up to 17% of active chlorine in it. There is no stabilizer, so you inject. Bad aspect, as you see, there is more bad aspects than the other. It don't stay long. It has an high pH, so anytime you inject one, you must correct with an injection of pH minus. Inside the drum, the chlorine level will drop daily. Within 6 months, from the moment that you have refilled it in the drum, you have 50% less of active chlorine. So that means for the same efficiency of injection, you have to inject double time. So that's why sometimes it's a nightmare. You inject, a drum will stay maybe 2-3 weeks instead of 1 month and a half. It's because of that. It's harmful to use, and also you must comply to storage and transport regulation. And then you have salt. Same, you see, there is some bad aspect. Good point is that it's 99.5 purity. Correct any salt supplier, it's not natural. You find it naturally, yeah, in seawater, in minings, but you have to transform it to remove all of its impurity to have something 99.5% pure. So it's not natural treatment. It has to be treated before. There is no stabilizer, so which is good. It's easy to use. You have also a very easy way to store and to transport because it's absolutely not harmful. It's pure salt. The cons, you need the equipment. Just putting salt in the water, nothing will happen. You need to transform it. We will see that later on. It's short time lifetime in a pool because there is nothing to maintain it. And it will bring an high pH anytime you will produce. So you have to balance it with pH minus. So you see everything, there is nothing really perfect. We have to balance and compensate, same as in our real life. So, pardon me to be a chemist. We will see now the electrochlorinator process. It's very easy. You use a cell. On the cell, as you will bring electrons, a side of a plate will be positive, another will be a negative, or one plate will turn completely positive, the other will turn completely negative. The same as a magnet, it will attract things. Plus attracts minus, minus is attracted by plus. And thanks to this, you dissociate chloride to the other part, and you create chemical things. Chloride will do a chlorine gas, so that's why you have bubble inside the cell. And this chlorine gas automatically will switch into active chlorine and a chlorohydric acid. So very low pH on this side of a plate. On the other plate, sodium will turn into natural sodium and will create caustic soda plus hydrogen. So again, bubble. So easy to see when a cell is producing, it's bubble, it's producing. Simple. And all together, at the end, just after the production, so at the end of the cell, chlorohydric acid will react with caustic soda, will be neutralized to turn into water and to turn into salt. That means at the end of the production, you have bleach, liquid chlorine, you have produced your own, and you have salt. Simple as that. So that's why it's very important to have this clear communication also to the end user saying electrochlorinator produce chlorine. It's not natural, it's not chlorine free. People who say that, it's, yeah, you don't have to add it because you produce it. So that's why it's without chlorine. But truly, you do something as a technician to be sure that it's producing, just you have bubble, you have chlorine. Then you will have to adjust the production. So what are the advantages? First of all, for you as a professional, there is no rules to transport and to store it. The only restriction I may say is that the weight of the bags in between 60 kg to 25 kg, so it may be heavy, but you're a strong guy, so it should be fine. On the lifetime part, the beauty of salt, it never ends. The salt is made to keep things. So you put it in the water. The only way to remove it, by backwashing, by a lot of rain, because you will dilute it. But if not, it will stay. And you have a huge amount in it, so you're okay for at least 1 year. Every year you will measure it. And from the moment you have salt in the pool, you will generate active chlorine, and daily you disinfect. The beauty of that, you see on any booth, there is a huge offer with different form of cells, different production time of cell. So that means for any of your pools, you could find the one designed for it. You have also some good piloting possibilities. So instead of having a timer on-off, you could start with a probe, an ORP probe. It will measure the ORP, and it will turn on or off the electrochlorinator. You have also some smart switch. You can find it on Amazon, you can find it in any dealers, to pilot on-off the way you want, remotely. You could have also a smart controller integrated in the chlorinator itself, or integrated in a main box. You plug it, and remotely you control it. Easiest way, inside you have a flow switch. There is a flow, it produces. So very, very easy. And you will save cost, because you will need less pH minus to inject to compensate the increase of pH compared to bleach. Remember, bleach, you are losing chlorine, but pH plus stays. So if you double inject pH plus, you have to double inject pH minus. And also, you will not have a clogging of the suction lens with this. You will measure the salt once a year, and you will adjust. Simple as that. Maybe 1 bag or half bag every year, once you have put the first one. Easy. No transport risk, no storage risk, and no handle risk, because it's pure salt and it's very safe. Other advantages that I see for you guys is the peace of mind for you and for the end user. Less chemical used, automated system. You have a very good experience when you dive in a pool treated with salt. The water is thicker, so you think that your floatability is higher, and you can't smell or feel the chlorine, because you have 3,000 times more salt than produced chlorine. So that's why on marketing point, a lot of people are saying it's without chlorine, because you don't feel it, but it's there and it works. And also you have a lot of choice of equipment, as I said before. You could bring services with it. First of all, you will go and install it. So you will charge it to the end user. Then you can go and clean the cell. Once a year, twice a year, it depends on the rounding of the pool. This also, you could charge it, or you could sell some specific products. You have seen in low chlor, for instance, their cleaners, so it's very efficient. You can control it remotely. You can also sell services to go and do the winterizing of the cell to avoid its breaking due to the freeze. And also, you can bring some water analysis, so ask the end user to come to the shop, do a water analysis to recommend extra products or to adjust the production remotely. As an improvement possibilities, we have seen that you could upgrade with probes, with smart piloting. Once it's remotely piloting, you could have a view, and some presents a proactive after sales. So like that, you're aware of the behaving of the pool. You could operate without going on site and change what has to be changed. You could also improve it. You could add UV light. UV light will destroy the main part of bacteria, so that means less need of chlorine, so less need of production. If less need of production, the lifetime will increase, and you will keep the cell longer with a lower chlorine rate in the pool. As you need electricity, you can bundle it with solar solutions. So like that, you have an autonomous pool because you have solar panels that will produce the amount of electricity to allow it working properly. And you could also have some apparatus who work with a very low salt amount, around 1.5. So like that, there is no restriction when you do a backwash and when it will go back and when the water will go back to environment. And also for you, because we are all here to sell and to live from our business, you can do cross-selling. You will sell in the shop pH minus, cleaning, anti-scale, anti-phosphate, all of the products where you have a good margin on it. So that means it's not a one-shot sale. You sell the apparatus, and then you bring services, you bring other chemicals where you have a good margin on it, you bring water analysis that you can charge to the end user and make it for free if they buy recommended products. So it's really a way for you to develop your business with a peace of mind. So at some point we have to conclude because time is flying. First of all, what we have said, thanks to electrochlorinator, less chemicals, less plastics, because it's a nightmare what we will do with the bleach drum when it's empty. Less waste. Less byproducts, because when it's piloted, you know exactly the good amount and you produce exactly what you need, instead of having something you will gamble or bet on what you could have. The pool water life will increase, less byproduct, less chemical use, less saturation, better experience, and you keep the water longer. No transport and storage risk. So for you guys, you have only one life. If you want to enjoy it, avoid being in contact with strong chemicals. Less on-site visit thanks to remote control. You have a view. So instead of going on-site to see what's happening, from your desk you can see it. Less transport, less travel, cost saving on petrol, and all of your technicians will focus really where they have to focus. Peace of mind and great user experience. So like that, any of your clients will be happy. It's better to have them in the shop with a smile instead of saying, my pool is green, I'm fed up with that. I would have preferred to have a garden. It will change. And last but not least, business development for you, cross-sellings, options, services. So thanks to that, it's really a way to change your behaving on this business and on water treatment. So thank you for your attention, and we are in stand C59 if you want to come and meet us.